discredit him or hate him after this. This is the truth. And, yeah, so we couldn't live there because that quote-unquote animal, whatever the hell it was doing that. And then we ended up finding out a lot more about the house. But yeah, so yeah, I really don't think they've taken us at the same time. But that night, when we were up in the mountains and he saw the aliens and I saw the deer, when we were coming back down the mountain, it's twisty coming back down, and all of a sudden there was this freaking huge green spotlight down on the hood of our car while we were driving. And there was nobody up there. I mean, it was between 1 and 2 o'clock, maybe 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning. There was nobody up there to have, I mean, who has a huge green spotlight that they're going to, just shine it out on our car? But yeah, wow. We saw that, and we both looked at each other like, did you? Yeah, and that's all we had to say. It was...
as AP Dog would say, right.
Yeah. Ricky. Yeah, exactly. Railians, ruh-roh.
Rarians. Okay. So, yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah, no, it was just one of those moments where it's just like, okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to freak myself out. I just raised my hand up to scratch my nose, and I got scared. I'm thinking it's a shadow coming after me. So, congratulations, you have succeeded in giving me goosebumps. I'm not getting any sleep tonight.
No, it's okay. They won't hurt you.
I don't care.
But no.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. What other questions?
Oh, no, I'll keep going. Because this is actually Ant's second question you're answering. It was, also, I want to hear your side of the aliens on the hill / alien deer encounter where it jumped in the air for you.
Yeah, that's basically it. It was,
okay.
Like I said, it was, before the car accident, AP would get tons of things that were just, mentally set down. So, we would be driving along and all of a sudden, he would get, a deer on the left, and he would tell me, hey, there's going to be a deer on the left, and all of a sudden, there's a deer on the left. And it's all of that just came to him, mentally. That's just always what happened with us, and it's just interesting because I think I was talking to Lox about this the other night. So Goldilocks for all of you. But I was talking to her about the difference between what happens with AP and Stan Romanek. And we know Stan Romanek, he's our friend. We know his wife. We, all hang out together, and all this stuff, whatever. But, Stan has more physical stuff that happens to him, and AP has more of the mental side of stuff that happens to him. So, to be honest with you, I don't know which is better. Because I know his wife...
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, which do you think is better?
I honestly don't know. I know his wife very well, and I'm actually going to be in her upcoming book that she has out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because she found AP through YouTube, and then one day AP was like, hey, you should talk to my wife, considering you're, quote-unquote wife of this, and we've talked, since then, and all this stuff, whatever, and she's like, I've never met another wife as far as all this goes. So I honestly can't tell you which is better, because she can tell me stories and I'm like, oh, that sucks, and I tell her stories and she's like, oh, that sucks, so it's interesting to get the physical / mental point of view of it all as far as all of that goes. But I don't know, people think Stan's full of shit, and I can tell you that he's not. We haven't been around him personally when things have happened, but we're really good friends with people that have, and I would believe them. I really believe, Stan's wife, Lisa, they're not lying.
Well, since you mentioned Stan, I believe it's a video of him filming an alien that was looking in through the window, and it blinked its eyes. And at first, I thought it was just really good puppetry until until I looked at it again, and I don't know how you can do a puppet that good. So it's somewhere on the site. You guys should really look at it. It's incredible footage. Yeah, it really is. It freaked me out, but it's good stuff nonetheless.
Are you talking about the one in the kitchen or his bedroom?
I think it was in his bedroom.
Okay.
And and then there is the kitchen one too.
Yeah. That one. That one is. They have named him Grandpa. So that's the kitchen one where he's like running back and forth between the sliding glass door and the window of this kitchen, like going back and forth. That's the Grandpa one. It's absolutely amazing, the things that happen, when he's around, and it's kind of funny because, well, not funny, but interesting, I guess is the better word. Like, we went over to a friend's house for a Super Bowl party, and he's like, oh, okay, Stan's redoing his whole presentation, and, he wants to show, everybody, and, find the closet and blah, 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 whatever. So we walk in and we look at Stan, and, like, he's sitting there, and he has, like, his eyes freaking just wide open, just, like, almost like he's freaking out, but he doesn't know he is. And, like, I've seen AP like that plenty of times to know that look. And, it's just interesting because, I freaking completely believe that everything that Stan says has happened.
So did that give you a sigh of relief, though, knowing that someone else is going through it? Like, you're not alone?
Well, I knew I wasn't alone because I talked to Lisa.
Okay.
Like, to be honest, here's what's funny, is, Stan and Lisa also met online. And, Stan has never had anything alien to do with whatever happened to him until all of a sudden one day he was like, he told Lisa, I'm going to go take some pictures for you, because I think she's from Nebraska or something like that. So he said, I'm going to go take some pictures for you of the mountains and all this stuff, whatever. So he went to go take some pictures, and that's when his first alien UFO sighting happened. Was when he was going to take pictures for her. So Stan, like, blamed her for all of this starting. But he didn't have it before, all of that happened. But,
yeah.
No, it's just interesting. Like, we've got a lot of friends that we hang out with them, and, it's very interesting because most of the guys have all of it happening, and the girls have it happen, and they're just like, okay, yeah, that's part of life, you just carry on, just like I do, it's happening, you just go along with it. But
okay, there you have it, the Miss Alienphotog interview.
You're listening to Alien Addictions on Party 93.4. Visit us online at www.alienaddictions.com.
Winning. All right, switching gears again, we are going to go to the one, the only, Charlie Sheen. Now, as much as you might not want to hear about him, how could you avoid the guy? The guy's maniacal, funny, entertaining to watch. As entertaining as he is to watch, I can't help but wonder, man, what is the next twist in the story? I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more coming from this guy. What do we got here? Police raids, custody battles. You could write an entire play on the ranting this guy's done.